So that is it. Fremantle have won their second elimination final here at the MCG, and the purple haze will be swarming to Adelaide next weekend. Watch out, Adelaide. They are going to win, and we are going to see the end of Geelong for this year.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable effort, and don't forget Matthew Scarlett, probably the best defender, definitely of the modern generation. There haven't been many better.
Is this the end for the great Matthew Scarlett? That man there, definitely not. Outstanding performance. Fremantle have won and stay in finals contention. It's a massive win for the Fremantle Dockers, a massive win, but their song certainly has not improved. Here's Cameron Ling.
Well, Pav, the first win for the Freo Dockers in Melbourne, in front of a big crowd against a good quality team, must be absolutely wrapped.
Mate, we are. We have so much respect for your old side and the Cats, and you know, for what you've done over such a long period, and you know, to come out here tonight in Melbourne on a big stage, we're really pleased that we continue to develop.
And yourself, mate, you look to be getting a little bit of treatment on the leg late in the game there, but to play a massive role up forward, you must have been wrapped to be able to play such a game and lead the team.
Look, you know, we've all been about giving extraordinary effort and making sure we execute well, and I was one of those guys tonight. So, look, you know, really happy to make an impact, but much more happy to get the result, mate.
And the challenges keep coming. Adelaide next week, it'll be another challenge for it, but I'm sure one you're up for.
Yeah, that's right. We played them not long ago over in Adelaide, and they did us in. So we'll learn from what Sydney did today, and learn from when we played them last time, and we'll front up again, mate.
Well done, mate. Great effort tonight.
Thanks.
Matthew Pavlich has been an inspiration. I hope they go all the way, says Alex Miller on Twitter, and that he has.
Yeah, wow, Pavlich is a star. What an upset. James Magner, the Melbourne player, also weighing in.
Cameron Ling there with Michael Barlow. Take it away, Lingy.
Yes, Mick. First final, great win, great atmosphere here. Must have loved it.
Yeah, amazing atmosphere. Butterflies in the stomach before the game, but the way the boys came out, a lot of fire. You know, really impressed with how we went about it. Our effort was great, and 22 blokes playing their role, so we're thrilled.
Just the defensive pressure from right at the start of the game was fantastic. Was that a focus to really bring the heat to Geelong and cause them to turn it over?
Yeah, it's been a focus all year, and probably the last 8-10 weeks we've started to really build that and building confidence with it. So, you know, we knew Geelong wanted to flick it around a bit. They're a great side, great skilled side, so we had to apply that pressure to get in the game, and fortunately enough we did.
Helps when you got the big fella up forward too, Matty Pavlich. He's an absolute star, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he? When he got that ball last quarter, I was out on my legs just praying that it went through, and you know, having those situations, 80% chance, is an absolute star, and privileged to play with him.
Well done tonight, mate. Great work.
Thanks, Lynch.
Michael Barlow, the boy out of Chep Seymour and Assumption College, a shocking broken leg. Some wondered whether he'd ever play again. He was a mature age recruit as it was, and here he is playing in a winning final for Freo.
Over 100 possessions more than any other Docker this year. Michael Barlow, as you said, he was about 26 years of age before he made his AFL debut, and then had his leg absolutely smashed in a car crash accident to come out, and look at the excitement. This is a different Fremantle side. Ross Lyon, he's his biggest story for me as Fremantle. He's created a massive, I suppose, culture at this footy club where they are competitive in situations they've never been before.
Well, he's got them places, as you say, where they haven't been before. Winning a final in Melbourne, for instance. Playing a brand of football that is just ultra competitive. and gives his team a chance every time they go out. So we're going to see a monumental clash between this mob and Adelaide next weekend, next Friday night at Amy Stadium. And, well, one of those teams is eventually going to have to play Hawthorn, aren't they?
Yeah, correct. And a lot of Hawthorn fans, I think, tonight will probably be sitting back concerned about what Geelong might have been able to do if we got a few weeks in advance to met the Premier Final with Geelong's record over Hawthorn. Well, you don't have to worry about the Cats anymore in this massive upset. It'll be Fremantle, and on current form, they are a good chance to go over to Adelaide and keep this amazing run going.
6 debut finals players tonight for the Fremantle Dockers. Ballantyne, Mzungu, Barlow, Bradley, Spur and Clancy Pearce. Matthew Pavlich leads them in. Not a lot of fanfare about what they're doing. Just get inside the rooms, soak it up for a moment, enjoy, and they look a serious bunch with a task on their mind. Matthew Pavlich just leads them in. He's just an incredible leader, isn't he? He really did keep them in this one tonight. I know they collectively were quite brilliant as well, but he was superb.
As you said, he's been an All-Australian fullback. He's been an All-Australian midfielder. A multiple All-Australian as a forward. His second half of the year, 51 goals since round 10. And then he stands up on a big stage tonight, kicks 6 goals straight. Clutch goal in the last quarter when the Cats were storming home. And we've run out of superlatives tonight for Matty Pavlich because he's just a genius. An all-time great. And great to see him do it on the big stage tonight.
This is going to be fun for all those people back in Perth and the ones that have made it here. The Purple Haze, first ever finals win. Let's have a good listen to this one here tonight as they circle. Win here in Melbourne, and they are an ecstatic bunch. Matthew Pavlich, brilliant, as we've said, 6 goals, and Geelong were gallant. They came at the end, Das, a 5-goal last quarter to 2, gave themselves an outside chance.
Interesting to see this group piling straight into the coach's room. Ross Lyon's in there waiting, and he'll be saying, this is just the start of the journey. We need to get back on the plane to Perth, get our recovery started, and let's look at knocking off the Adelaide Crows at home. That's their next challenge. And who would be bold enough to say they can't do it, given the way they played tonight?
Plenty more to come. Stay with us. We're going to wrap it up with lots more. Unbelievable scenes here tonight with the Purple Haze spraying the Cats, 14-12-96 to Geelong, 11-14-80.
You've been around this club for a long time. That's got to be the best win that you've probably had in the history, just about.
Yeah, look, I think that and the first final, the win that we had in the final a few years ago, but certainly to come over here, MCG, reigning premiers, a team that we respect so much for what they've done the last 5 or 6 years. It's really, really pleasing.
Yeah, it doesn't get any tougher. You just talked about Geelong their last 5 years. They kept coming at you in that last quarter, but you held your nerve.
Yeah, look, we knew their champion players would stand up and they'd certainly start to get on a roll, and you know, they were rolling that dice a bit. They were playing really corridor and attacking footy, and we knew they'd score at some point, but to the guys' credit, we hang in there, and mate, we're seriously pumped to get the result.
Yeah, you look like you got a lot of belief. You came in, you went straight in and talked to Ross, and there was no fuss. You look like you really focused on your task.
Look, we've been really pleased with the way the second half of the year has gone, and you know, we believe that we can play anyone, anywhere, and really get the result if we stick to our task and make sure that as a group we play to our roles. And I certainly believe that tonight we did that, and you know, we front up in 6 days' time.
Especially the last 10 weeks, you've really come together as a team. Was that because you were still getting to know Ross's game plan earlier in the year?
I think that's a part of it. There's no question, but if you think about, you know, going 4 years ago when we went to the draft and, you know, got a Subban, De Boer, Hill, Fife, sort of the list goes on. I don't necessarily think it's, you know, the work that's just all fallen into place. Certainly a lot of hard work by a lot of hard people for a long time. So
We've got a huge task next week against the Crows, and we're looking forward to it.
Your own form, you're outstanding at the moment. So you look like you're enjoying that forward 50 role. Really settled there now.
Yeah, that's right. I've played, I guess, the majority of my career in the forward line, but been in a variety of roles. Just really rapt to be down there. Chris May, Matty DeBoer, Michael Walters, Hayden Ballantyne. We've got a really core group, and it's great fun playing with them because what they do out there is really inspirational.
Head back to Perth, short break, Adelaide Friday night, just be a lot of recovery this week.
Yeah, there won't be, it'll be in the ice bars again, mate. Do you want to come over and join us?
No more.
Okay. So there won't be a huge amount on the track. We'll probably have, one, maybe 1.5 sort of sessions, and it'll be making sure that the bodies are right and the minds are ready.
Congratulations, terrific result.
Thanks, Richo. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, great respect there. That is the Achilles that Doc Larkins will speak about a little bit later on. It looks like it's a work in progress.
Well, Rossi, doesn't get much tougher. Coming to Melbourne, knocking off Geelong, you must be satisfied and proud of your boys.
Yeah, really proud of their efforts. I thought all night, a bit frustrated at the end. Geelong were rolling the dice and we were too, so we got away from what we wanted to do, but I've got to really try and enjoy this a little bit tonight and then focus on next week. But no one gave us much chance, but we knew coming in we'd played some really top-flight football in the contest with and without, and we were really confident we'd stand up, and it was a dream start. But to Geelong's credit, they're a great team, haven't they? And we know they're in a bit of transition, and they never gave up, and they had us really worried at the end.
Were you getting a little bit nervous in the box that last sort of 5-10 minutes there?
Yeah, I think coach killers, Spud will have a couple of good things going, but I banged the phone a little bit, but it was just a bit hectic, and then we had some opportunities. Walters every day of the week, and then Main plays. Hilly kicks in a man on mark. So, look, we get to learn about composure under pressure and take some valuable lessons.
Early in the game, your structures were outstanding. You were able to get back, intercept mark, and really helped your defence out by pushing back, and then got them going the other way.
Yeah, look, we're working hard, both sides of the ball. Certainly made some changes mid-season that have helped us attack, and we're scoring quite well. But more, we're competing and pressuring and working well together as a team. So Mick Moldhouse talks about teamsmanship, something we want to pride ourselves on, and it's standing us in good stead.
You took the boys straight in, and there wasn't a lot of carry on, wasn't a lot of celebrating. It was back to business pretty much straight away, it looked like. Yeah,
that's right. Short week, Friday night, tough opponent. We come here to get not the points, win the game and go home and go on to next week. So we've done that. We'll enjoy tonight. We'll start the recovery and start planning.
You look like you actually enjoy travelling as a group now, and you're Adelaide Friday night.
Yeah, certainly this week offered us a long week. We love getting away together. They're a really tight group. The coaching panel gets along well with them, and they're really drinking from the well, so to speak. And it's a wonderful period at the minute, but it's going to be tough next week.
One more, Ross. You probably don't want to individualise, but your captain, your outstanding leader, you must be happy to have him leading your side.
Look, since I walked through the door, he's been nothing but embracing, along with the other leaders like Aaron and David Mundy and that. And anything we talk about, he implements. And look, after seeing him up close, I just think about if he'd been able to be just a power forward his whole career, because he's not a bona fide mid. It'd be frightening, his numbers, in front of a great midfield. It'd be amazing. So he's pretty special.
Thanks, Ross.
Thanks, Richard.
Appreciate that, mate. Good luck next week.